happening quite a bit lately, and that is basically, how do I get more clients? There are so many business owners that are struggling right now, and they're looking for clients, and they don't know how to go about getting them. And so we're going to run through this real quick to let you guys know these are some of the systems and processes I use. I have been in business since I was 10 years old, many, many decades. I have run 18 businesses. I have sold many of them for a profit. I have totally and completely crashed and burned 3 of those businesses, like epic failures, Bugs Bunny, diving, on flame, crash the ground, ashes everywhere. I've done that too. So I do know how to get clients, however. And so what I'm going to do is walk you through this process. But before I do, I want to say thank you to my referral partners, Laura Cross, Tom Gray, Brad Berkowitz, Jeff Bourgeois, I always do that, Matt Roseman, and Michael Whitehouse. You guys have been referring people to me, and I thank you very much for that. I've been in the speaking gig for a while. I started in radio in 1982. I've written a few books. And basically what I want to talk about is how to go about helping you get more clients. The biggest thing is, what are your income producing activities as a business owner? Or as we say in the industry, IPAs. Are you doing income producing activities? We're all incredibly busy as an entrepreneur. You have to have multiple hats on. I know that, but you need to make sure that you are spending time prospecting. And people are like, yeah, but I don't like sales. I don't want to be salesy. And I'm like, then what are you doing in business? And I just want to remind you of something. And that is, if you offer somebody a service or a product, they need to give you money until money has been put on the barrelhead, as we like to say in Missouri. Unless you have cash on the barrelhead, you are not in business. You need to have income coming into your business. Now, I talk about this in my book, The Thriving Solopreneur, that there are 4 hours a week that you want to be spending either on prospecting, doing follow-up, connecting with people. By the way, this is one of those places, connect, but spend at least an hour a week in some networking group, and then an hour a week training yourself on new software or processes that you need for your own business. This is the book, The Thriving Solopreneur. You can get it. But this is the download, and I'd like you to go ahead and get the download. It's where I talk about the areas, the 4 areas that free of charge for you. Okay, so if you notice that your cash flow is like these ships and it has dwindled down to nothing and you are not afloat, you want to make sure that you have systems and processes in place so that you know how to go out and get clients. The biggest thing is this: what is the problem that you solve? Now, as entrepreneurs, we are idea generators. Like, we can generate more ideas on things we can do and problems that we can solve. We are just hardwired to solve problems. But the thing is, talk about one problem. What is the one problem that you can solve for people? And then create the solution. Now, before you build it, and this is what we're talking about, is between the light bulb and the gears in the middle there, before you build it, have someone pay you for it. All right. And so that's the thing we want you to realize, is that how do you go about finding clients? Rule number 1, talk about one problem you solve. The more you upchuck on your people and do verbal, throwing up on them about all the things that you can do, the more confused you are. And as we know, a confused client does not buy, do they? A confused customer does not buy. So you do not want to confuse them. Talk about the one problem you solve, you do it very well, and you repeat ad nauseum. Now, for starters, you want to go ahead and go to your phone. You want to download every contact you have. Then you want to go to Facebook and you want to download every friend you have. Then you want to go to LinkedIn and download every connection you have. And if you're on Alignable, do the same thing. And you're going to build out a master contact sheet. And then in order to get new clients, you're going to call these people that you already know, because you will have built your CSV file into a master contact sheet. You're going to open up your calendar. You're going to schedule those 4 critical hours, which is why I had that download available to you. You're going to figure out which one of these people you haven't talked to in a very long time. And then you're going to start calling them on the phone. And you're going to say, hey, it's been a hot minute since we've connected. How about we do this? How about we get on each other's calendar and then schedule the calls? All right. So I'm going to be talking about the wacky way to wealth on the Entrepreneur Summit. It's coming up. It's free. Feel free to pop on. I start speaking, I think it's around 2:00 Mountain Time, but I'm going to be allowed to speak for 15 to 20 minutes just on this topic. How do you go about building something once people have purchased. How do you get them interested? How do you create that one problem, that one solution, and then market it? And I have to do it in 15 minutes. Michael Whitehouse has challenged me, and I'm like, game on, gamer. I'm totally going to do this. So we're going to make that happen. The other thing is I'm also speaking at the Breakthrough Business Mastery. Now, this is an in-person event. The Entrepreneur was virtual. This is in person. If you find yourself in Denver around September, we would love to have you. I get to talk about the $100,000 blueprint. Gary Barnes was my coach. It took me 3 years of his coaching, and I finally got the $100,000 blueprint down, made $135,000 my third year. It took me time, but I figured it out, and I want to share it with you. And that's what I'm doing on September 19th, the day before the boot camp. You're welcome to sign up, and we will help you out. This is where I get my 3 words from. It's from Gary Barnes when I talk about what are 3 words that describe you? So at the time I was teaching personal finance to people. I was a financial first responder. Okay. Now I'm a published author coach. Okay. I talk to people about how to make that money. I make them profitable. Now, the other one is I'm also able to be a part of the Abundant Soul Conference that is coming up in September. I cannot wait for this one. It is also an in-person event. Find yourself in Colorado Springs around September 9th. Please look at us. I would love to see you there as we talk about that. And Jason is on today, and he'll talk a little bit more about that. Also, if you have not received a card from me that is your on mute card, please definitely sign up. We have a link in the chat. We also have a second link, which will say, hey, send a card for free on me. And I'll be glad to show you how I use send out cards as part of that lovely follow-up system. Last but not least is, hey, I also run a radio show. If you're interested, you're looking for a platform, you want to speak, I'd love to have you. So we'll have a link in the chat about how you become a guest. Now you might find, hey, it's not free. No, I have to buy time. I'm a radio show, ergo, I have to buy time on that channel. So I'm not a free one, but you're definitely going to get some promotion when we work with you. You'll see it's $197 when you go to sign up. Here are some of the 64 public radio stations we are a part of. And we had a busy week this week. I was able to publish a book. Thank you, Jeff Bourgeois. He taught me how to do this very quickly. And it's all about how to call people. And after you call people, how you get them to sign up for whatever your thing is. All right. And so what you're going to find in the link, hang on to the link. I want you to bookmark this because I gave you a free class. This was part of the class for the Entrepreneurs HQ. It's about a 15 to 17-minute video. And then the book is the thing that you actually write in for your own help. It also has some free scripts in there on how to talk to people on the phone. Anyway, just wanted to let you guys know, I'm very excited about this book. Why? Because the first time I've ever made a hardcover in this way. So it was a lot of fun. It's something that you can carry around and write in, journal in, as well as have scripts so that you can call people no matter where you are. All right. So what are your next steps? Your next steps are Open Friday Coffee will have to take a break after August 9th. So we have up until August 9th for Open Friday Coffee. Why? Because August 16th, I'm running Planned Profitability, Making the Sale. In this workshop, I will show you how to be profitable immediately, and we will do that in 90 minutes. And what we're going to do on the workshop, this is not a webinar, it's a paid gig. Once you pay me this workshop, I'm going to take your one problem, which is you may not have a minimum viable product that people can buy into your business quickly, and we will build it out in that 90 minutes for everyone who signs up. So you will then start making money, and I will show you how I made over $1,000 in 16 days using this system. How can you make $1,000? Well, it depends on how much you charge for your minimum viable product. Okay. So that's what it's all about, is learning how to create systems and processes between the solution and building so that you have somebody pay you for that solution before you build it. All right. And that is the end of that presentation today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to all that, dealing with all the links that go flying by. But there are a lot of things happening in the world of the 8 gates. And I wanted to say thank you to Lynette and Sean, who are moderating for us and working it out.